The world today is powered by knowledge, and the corporate sector juggernaut in India is bulleting ahead, gathering gigantic loads of information in its multinational incarnation. This garnering of knowledge and the growth it promotes is aided by progressive and enabling government that has revamped and overhauled the systems, bringing in fresh energy and direction. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs, in the role of developer of skills, knowledge and delivery for the corporate sector, strengthened its agenda and transitioned from being responsible to being responsive towards the needs of the sector. The Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, firmly established as the cusp of government, corporate and implementing agencies, was conceptualized by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs to roll out its mandate of growth with exemplary leadership and state-of-the-art facilities. IICA provides developmental inputs to all its stakeholders from internal research and numerous onboard expert panels. These services are now also available for access by global beneficiaries. IICA offers consultancy services to a wide spectrum of chambers like FICCI, CII, SOCHAM, PhD CCI and professional bodies such as ICAI, ICMAI, ICSI corporate bodies and consortiums. Since its inception, IICA has worked tirelessly towards creating a cadre of trained professionals through trainings and certification in business-related skills, thereby contributing to the ease of doing business. IICA School of Corporate Governance and Public Policies plays the role of an educator as well as an enabler. It strives to change the face of corporate governance in India through strong academic content, globally accredited certificate programs, research and survey supported by its connect with international institutions, training programs and conferences. The foray into visible and continuous growth continues with School of Finance, engaging in executive education, research, consulting and advocacy on contemporary financial and regulatory issues like valuation, mediation, investor education, banking, public-private partnership, financial reporting and risk management. Governance would be incomplete without knowledge and adherence to the word and the spirit of law. In this context, the School of Corporate Law conducts research in contemporary areas, develops and imparts training in corporate regulation with an understanding of the related statutory, legal and regulatory framework. The School of Competition Law and Market Regulation deals with policy, law and practice of market regulation in terms of evolving competition law and policy and the impact of regulation on competitive market structure in various sectors. School of Business Environment has a core mandate to work in the areas of environmental, social and governance, corporate social responsibility and business and human rights. The school aims to strengthen the responsible business ecosystem in the country through research, advisory and policy advocacy, create knowledge and disseminate by means of publications, conferences, workshops and capacity building programs. The Center for Insolvency and Bankruptcy has been set up to promote research, develop a holistic approach to professionalizing education and training in the realm of insolvency and bankruptcy laws within the larger context of society and the economy. The Center is also conducting a 2-year regular full-time program for insolvency professionals called the GIP, which is the first of its kind program for those aspiring to take up the discipline of insolvency professional as a career or seeking to take up other roles in the value chain in Indian and in foreign jurisdiction. Corporate social responsibility is one of the niche areas in which IICA specializes. In order to carry out its mandate, the IICA provides a complete range of advisory services to corporations. The advisory services provided by Center for E2E in CSR provides a host of back-end services to the corporate and implementation agencies, act as a one-stop shop and provide end-to-end or E2E CSR advisory services like CSR policy development, establishing baseline needs assessment studies, social impact evaluation, social return on investment studies, and capacity building. The Center for MSME supports the development of micro, small and medium enterprises by building up the capacities of MSMEs and chambers of commerce and industries to provide improved and sustainable services to the MSME sectors. Center for Independent Director conducts capacity building and professionalization of independent directors. The Center for Business and Human Rights offers advanced expertise in responsible business, business and human rights and stakeholder engagement for aligning business strategy with business responsibility to respect human rights. The Center provides policy advocacy, research and advisory support to multiple stakeholders for strengthening the business and human rights framework. Center for Investor Education and Protection offers advocacy and research support to IEPF Authority and other leading stakeholders in the domain. Institutional Partnerships and Corporate Communications is a cross-cutting service center. The center facilitates collaboration and communication needs for IICA schools and centers. The ICLS Academy has the responsibility of conducting induction training programs for ICLS probationary officers selected through the UPSC Civil Services examination. The Academy provides orientation, professional knowledge development, skill enhancement programs and certain mandatory programs to more than 1,500 officers, ICLS cadres, subordinate cadre, senior technical assistants serving in the field offices of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The highly active and industry interface centers at the IICA include a knowledge resource center that supports a comprehensive and competent knowledge management system. The primary purpose of this system is to leverage collective wisdom and to provide easy access to knowledge repositories through most modern facilities. At IICA, we have the state-of-the-art 14-acre campus, which houses an imposing 8-storied administrative building, residential and hostel facilities, and a state-of-the-art sports complex that includes a top-notch gym, a clay badminton court, and a world-class billiards room. While effectively taking solutions from lab to land in the sector, it is also functioning as a one-stop total solution provider for the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. And IICA is all about inclusive growth. IICA is striving to follow the mantra, reform, perform and transform of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi.